welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Shay and I post all things lifestyle and home on this channel, so I would love for you to stick around and subscribe because we are getting so close to 10,000 and that is just crazy to me. So thank you so much for being here. For today's video, I thought it would be fun to bring you along as I kind of redecorate and refresh our living room for the summer. And if you've been around for a while, you know that I really like to stick with the more earthy, neutral tones in our apartment. But of course we make it cozy and layered and textured, and that's exactly what we're doing today. So we'll be styling the couch, which you can see a little sneak peek behind me. I'll be decorating all of our shelves so you can get some shelf styling ideas. We'll be doing the coffee table, the console table, everything in here. So it's gonna be a good one. I hope that you enjoy, and if you do, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up. And shortly I'll also be doing a 4th of July decorating video, which I've never decorated before for the 4th of July. So we're not gonna go crazy, but if you're looking for kind of some subtle, timeless, more neutral ideas for the 4th of July and just overall how to incorporate it into your everyday decor, then make sure you're subscribed because, like I said, I'll be posting that soon. Anyway, I think that is it. We're just gonna keep this intro short so that we can get into the decorating. So I hope you enjoy, and let's go jump into it. Okay, we are starting off with this half of the living room, and I'm starting with our blanket ladder that's right by the front door. And this is one of my favorite pieces to kind of switch up and customize for each season. So I have that cream knit blanket that I got forever ago from, I want to say, Target. So that typically just stays there, and then I'll swap out the blanket above it. This time I'm actually using a table runner that I got from Home Goods, and I love using table runners because they're very affordable and they just fit the space nicely and don't look as bulky. So that's what I put there. It's just a cream and green kind of plaid table runner, and then I'm adding this hanging plant that I got from Target several years ago just on the actual ladder, and the ladder itself I got from Hobby Lobby. Now we're moving on to the couch, and every time I refresh our couch for a new season, I always like to go over it with this fabric shaver that I got off of Amazon just to get rid of any pills that kind of bunch up on the fabric. And I really feel like this is the trick to keeping our couch looking new. It just refreshes it every few months and it keeps it looking nice. So after I did that, it was time to style our couch with all the blankets and pillows, and I was just really wanting this space to feel very cozy and layered. So on the left side, I added a fluffy Minky Couture blanket, and that just made the couch feel super warm and cozy. And then on the right side, I wanted to add in a bit more pattern, so I grabbed this green floral blanket that I got from Home Goods. And for the pillows, I am super excited about this combination that I came up with. So all of these pillows are actually pillow covers from Amazon this time. We are just running out of space over here to store all of the throw pillows, so I felt like covers would be the solution to still be able to switch up the look each season but not have to store such big pillows. So I ordered these off of Amazon, and I am very pleasantly surprised with the quality. The sizes that I did were a 20 by 20 for the gingham ruffle pillow, and then that solid brown pillow is an 18 by 18, and then this smaller accent pillow in the front is a 12 by 20. So I feel like that sizing combination just looked really good on our couch and didn't look too crowded. And I was also able to just put the covers on pillows that we already had, so that worked great for space saving. And I just love how all of the patterns work together for this kind of spring/summer look with the gingham and the florals. So I will link these down below along with everything else that I can find. Now it's time to style our coffee table, and I get a lot of questions asking where it's from. So again, I will link it down below, but I got it off of Amazon and we just love it. It's worked great for our space. So the first thing that I'm adding on top of it is this wooden dough bowl that I got from Home Goods. I kind of wanted something for this vase to sit in, and I thought this was the perfect size. So this vase is from Hobby Lobby. I just got it recently, so if you watched my Hobby Lobby shop with me video, then you would recognize it along with these stems that I'm adding inside. I just love the deeper kind of mauve color, and there's actually some green variation as well, but I just think it's the perfect subtle pop of color for this space. And they were $11.99 a stem, but also 40% off. So I picked up 2 of them, and I feel like that just filled the vase nicely. And then to the left of that, I'm adding my favorite home decor book that I have, which is the Art of Home book. And I got this book off of Amazon, but I did actually see it recently on my recent Home Goods trip. So you can maybe check there and see if they have this book or other similar ones. But I added that, and then I'm kind of styling some things on top of it, starting with this candle holder that I recently got from Hobby Lobby. I love that the stone kind of matches the vase just to tie everything together. So I added that, and then to the right of it, I added this little candle that I got from Target several years ago. And then I had this glass little candlestick holder as well, and I thought it would be cute to add some matches in it. So I just set those in there. They had little green tips on them, which I also thought just added a little pop of color and tied in with the greenery. And the last thing I set on that book was just a vintage candle snuffer that my grandma gave me. And to complete this space, I had this wooden bead garland that I got from Hobby Lobby several years ago, and I thought it would maybe be cute to just kind of wrap around the vase and leave it resting in the dough bowl. So that's what I did, and I think it just kind of added some extra texture. We have this little ottoman to the side of our couch with this tray that we use to place some of our drinks on, and I thought it would just be cute to add some candlesticks over here just to fill in the space. So the candlestick holders are from Walmart, and I just tied some little bows around them using some chiffon ribbon. And that brings us to our other little side table that is on the opposite side of our couch, and I got this from Target several years ago, but I'm just first adding this dark wicker vase that I got from Walmart a couple of years ago, and it is one of my favorites. So I just tied this little chiffon bow on it to kind of stay on theme with the others. And then to go inside, I'm adding some of my favorite stems as well, which are these cosmos from Hobby Lobby. They have so many different colors of these that I've picked up, and I just love how flowy and whimsical they are. So they are one of my top choices for the spring and summer. And then to finish up the space, I'm adding this floral candle that I got from Home Goods, I think last year, but I just like the colors and the floral pattern. And then I'm adding these trusty Hobby Lobby coasters that I always pull out just to keep the space a little more practical since we're always setting our drinks here. And that brings us to the other half of the room. So I am just first setting the vibes and finding some pretty nature scenery to place on the TV. And now we can get started with decorating the table down below. And I'm first adding one of my recent favorite Amazon finds, which are these decor books. They look super aesthetic from the outside, but they're actually not books at all. So they are little storage boxes for your smaller items. And if you look closely on the side, you can see they actually look like pages, which I was super excited about because I feel like most of the decorative boxes I found are just plain white on the side. But these look very realistic and just have the prettiest kind of linen hardcover. So I was so excited about these, like I said. And on top of them, I just added these gold candlestick holders that I got from Hobby Lobby, along with these ivory tapered candlesticks just to add some height on this right side. And in front of the books, I'm placing this gold candle snuffer that I got from Target. Moving down below to these shelves in the console table, I just wanted to add a couple more decor books. So on the bottom shelf, I added this Call It Home decor book that I got off of Amazon, and I just stacked it on top of a magazine that I had. And then for the top shelf, I'm adding this decorative bowl that I got from Target, and inside I'm just adding a few little decorative balls that I believe were from Home Goods. So just different textures and patterns to add a little bit of variety. Back up on top, we're finishing the left side of this console table, so I'm adding in this vase that I got from Hobby Lobby some time ago, but they do still carry it, and it's one of my favorites. And then inside, I'm adding these stems that I got from a vintage market, so unfortunately, I don't know where they're from, but I just love how big they are and the pop of green that they add. And then to the right of that, I'm adding this large scalloped candle that I got from Target this past fall. And now we're on to the last area, which is this bookshelf that I got off of Amazon. And I just love styling these shelves to really switch up the look each season. So I thought it would maybe be helpful to kind of walk you through my process of how I style them, because I know that shelf styling can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming. So we're starting with the top, and I'm first adding in this photo of Christ that I printed from, I believe, Fox and Pebble. I'll have it linked down below, but I just added it to this gold Target frame, and I keep this up there pretty much all the time. It doesn't move too often. I just love that it's the focal point. So we're just using this as a base, and we'll kind of build around it. So I'm adding these books that I actually thrifted. I always love thrifting books just to kind of get the colors that I'm going for. And I leaned them to the side, just resting against the bar of the shelf for a more natural look. And then to fill in that space kind of where the books are leaning, I added in this glass bud vase with some greenery just to refresh it for the summer, but to also start adding in those layers. And I found this basket from Hobby Lobby recently, and I knew I wanted to incorporate it on the shelves just for that texture. And you guys know that I love wicker, so I added that there. And then for the inside, I found these little floral picks at Hobby Lobby as well. So I bent down the stems and I'm just placing them inside. I found that 2 worked perfectly to fill that basket, and I just feel like the combination of florals and baskets are just so summery. So I loved that addition. And then to finish up with this top shelf and add a little bit more on the left side, I'm going in with these stone candlestick holders, and I actually stuffed a little cotton ball in one of them because I wanted that staggered look, but these 2 are the exact same size. So the cotton ball just kind of lifted that candlestick up a little bit and gave me the 2 different heights that I was looking for. And now we're on to the next shelf. So I'm adding in these 2 books, and you'll see that one of the books I have the spine showing, and then the other I have the pages. And I just like the different texture and just the different variation that it adds. So that was kind of my intention there. And then I just placed this vase that I got from Target on top. And then to the left side, I added in this floral vase that I got from a local store. And I wanted to continue with the greenery on this shelf as well. So I just added in these little picks into the vase. For the next shelf, we're also adding in some more books. I feel like this is just such an easy way to add height and coziness, and also to switch out the colors to fit whatever theme you're going for. And you'll see I was just rotating the books around to kind of see which variation I liked the best, whether I liked the spine showing or the pages. And for this one, I liked both spines showing. And on top of those books, I'm placing this gold scalloped candle just to add some more warmth. And I got this candle from Target. And you'll also see that the books that I stacked are on the opposite side of the shelf from the one above, just so that it's a little bit different. But also on the shelf, I've added these glass votives in 2 different sizes that I actually found at the thrift store for $1 a piece. And then I found some pillar candles from Hobby Lobby that were different sizes as well. So I just added those inside the glass votives, and you could always switch out the color for different seasons. And I also plan to light them for some extra coziness. On the next shelf, I wanted to add in a bit more gold just to add in that warmth and also tie in with the gold candle above and also the frame on the very top shelf. So we're just kind of coordinating everything. So I placed that there, and then inside is a print from Etsy. And since I skipped adding greenery or any florals on the shelf above, I wanted to incorporate a bit more on this shelf. So I added in this little amber glass vase and popped in some more cosmos in this pretty light pink color. And for the shelf on the bottom, I wanted to keep it very simple so that my eyes didn't just immediately focus to the bottom. So I'm just adding these decorative boxes that I got from Hobby Lobby. They both open up, so they're a great little storage option for your smaller items. So we have some little card games, and we also put our remote in that top one. So I just stacked them on top of each other, and that completes our shelves. I absolutely love how they turned out and how layered and cozy it looks, but it also doesn't look too crowded. And really, that was just the entire goal of decorating this living room. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope that it gave you some inspo. Let me know in the comments what other videos you'd like to see from me in the future, and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, friends.